singing in the kitchen, family. Running through the yard, family. Going on vacation, family. On a credit card, family. All in this together, family. We're taking a chance, family. Like birds of a feather, family. Kick off your shoes and dance. Hey! City, family. Laughing in the rain, family. It ain't always pretty, family. Can drive you insane, family. We got the keys to the kingdom, family. Take it out of our car, family. All four seasons, family. Well, bless your heart. Hey! Sons and daughters, family. Like a photograph, family. Baptized in the water, family. Put me on the map, family. All in this together, family. We're taking a chance, family. Like birds of a feather, family. Kick off your shoes and dance. Hey!
Wow, what a fun way to open this program, and thank you to all of our Habitat homeowners, volunteers, and staff for such an energetic intro. I'm McCall Vrydaghs, Chief Meteorologist for WHIO-TV Channel 7, and I'll be your host tonight for the Habitat at Home virtual fundraiser, benefiting Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton. In the face of a global pandemic, this organization continued building new homes and providing pathways to home ownership for families in need, as well as critical repairs to homes damaged by the 2019 Memorial Day tornadoes. In 2021, Habitat expanded their service area and now includes Montgomery, Greene, and Clark counties. Today, we will hear a few stories about the impact that they have had on the Miami Valley over the years and how you can help in the fight for affordable housing. We are hosting this event from the newly renovated Bob Hope Auditorium at Xenia High School in Greene County. The original auditorium was dedicated after the Xenia tornado of 1974, when the famous actor and comedian donated to rebuild the leveled high school performing arts space. This is a great segue into our first segment, which is a story of rebuilding a home and a family's future after the 2019 Memorial Day tornadoes. This is a story that is close to my heart, as I have been following the rebuilding process since it began. You can see north of I-70 is where the greatest risk for those storms will be located. Now we're getting a tornado emergency. We have several tornado warnings that are ongoing in the Miami Valley, and this is a dangerous situation.
My daughter and I were just getting ready for bed when the weather alarm on my phone went off. We quickly turned on the TV and saw McCall Vrydaghs from Channel 7 reporting on the storms. I didn't think much of it until she began to get emotional and was really urging the community to take this storm seriously.
You need to be in the lowest interior part of a sturdy structure. Get there now. This is a dangerous situation that has been ongoing as this, I'm sorry, I'm getting choked. It's okay.
At that point, we took some personal belongings and our cat and headed to the basement.
We were just hanging on to each other, and I just had this unbelievable feeling of terror come over me, and I've never felt anything like that before in my life.
I heard the creaking of the roof coming off the house and all the windows busting in, and I just, at that moment, I just had some peace come over me. And it was like God telling me, you're not going to die, Christine. I was hugging Kansas tightly, and she was screaming her lungs out. We could hear the howling of the wind, and it was horrifying. Our home sustained major damage. The roof was almost completely gone. The ceiling was ripped open. Most of the windows were blown out, and the garage sustained major damage. It was a total loss and was no longer safe to live in. I didn't have the resources to start all over again. I reached out for help and was assigned a caseworker. Habitat, in partnership with many other organizations, developed a plan. First, they decided to demolish my damaged home and start from scratch. They were there for me every step of the way, and some of the key volunteers became like family to me. Over the next few months, I watched these amazing people pour a new foundation, frame the walls, and put the finishing touches on my new home. McCall came out and documented the story with Channel 7, and we got to share our story with her. The entire rebuilding process was nothing short of inspiring. With the help of many volunteers, donors, and my caseworker, I received the keys to my brand new home just a few weeks ago. We had a virtual dedication, and my new friend McCall was even there to celebrate with us. I'm really not sure what I would have done without Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton's help. They have changed my family's future, and I am forever grateful.
What a powerful story of loss and rebuilding. Thank you, Christine, for sharing your journey with us. Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton serves the Miami Valley with several programs, such as the Critical Repair Program we just heard about, as well as their traditional homebuyer program. Selected families are brought into the Habitat pipeline after a rigorous application process. These families participate in several classes, such as money skills, nutrition, and home maintenance, to fully prepare them for homeownership. After the classes, they must complete 250 hours of sweat equity in order to purchase their Habitat home with an affordable mortgage. Each home is built by Habitat and includes funding from private individuals, foundations, and corporations. These donations offset the cost of the home, so the homeowner can purchase an energy-efficient, newly built home with an affordable mortgage, serviced by Habitat. Special thanks to Synchrony and other sponsors for your financial support of Habitat at Home. Next, we'll hear about a recent homeowner and her mentor about their experience with Habitat. Monica Thomas purchased her home in late 2020. What follows is a story of a single mother working hard to provide a better life for her sons.
I decided to be a mentor with the Habitat program after I learned about it from a friend, and I was matched with Monica to be the person I was going to mentor. When I met her, I knew that she was just a great candidate for Habitat.
I was raised in a small home with 5 siblings, and I just wanted something different for my kids, to just have a home, their own room, and just be at peace. One of my coworkers told me about Habitat for Humanity, that she had a home for her and her family, and I was interested. At the time, I was trying to get a home, but it was hard because of income and credit.
I really admired all the work that she did. She had to spend a lot of hours in classes. She had to spend hours at the restore or working on other homes that were not finished yet, that were not her own home.
The Habitat family is amazing. Marsha, I always say, oh, stick in there, stick in there. I was like, Marsha, I'm tired. I just don't want to do it no more. She wouldn't let me quit. You wouldn't let me quit. My kids wouldn't let me quit.
It just speaks to her character that she powered through that.
Norm said, just wait till the end, you'll be excited. I'm like, oh, Norm, I've been to a lot of Habitat homes. I ain't gonna be that excited. I'm in love with my home. And it was just a long journey, but I'm grateful for the end of it. It's just a dream come true. This is my home. This is my peaceful sanctuary, and I love it.
Well, I love our relationship. I'll just pick up the phone and call her or text her and just bug her. It's just, I love seeing her smile and hearing about her boys and hearing how much she loves her house.
And she's a part of my life forever.
Forever, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm very grateful for you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, Monica, for that amazing story. Her story really highlights the mission of Dayton Habitat, a world in which everyone has a decent place to live. While Habitat works hard to provide affordable housing to those in need in the Miami Valley, they certainly do not do it alone. These homes are built thanks to the effort of volunteers, donors, and community supporters. Please remember to support the mission of Habitat by donating today. The donation form is located right below this video. Dayton Habitat relies on volunteerism to meet the needs of the Miami Valley. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and safety measures put in place, volunteerism has dwindled, and the construction workload has been picked up by local contractors. This has slowed the timeline of builds for Habitat, as well as increased the cost per build. However, a group of steady volunteers called the Golden Hammers provides a sense of stability and reliability to each Habitat home. Let's hear from the Golden Hammers why Habitat's mission is so important that they feel called to help each week.
My name is Norm Maiozzi. I'm the Executive Director at Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton. The Golden Hammers is a group of volunteers that came to us in 2014 when we merged with the Greene County Habitat. And they volunteer every week for us, helping us to build the houses that we're building for our families. Just a wonderful group of people who want to help us accomplish our mission.
My name's Ron Rodenroth. I've been with Habitat here for about 12 years. And I'm part of a group called the Golden Hammers, and we work on Wednesdays generally.
My name's Rich Elliott. I've been with the Golden Hammers since we started about 16 years, calling us the Golden Hammers. I've been with them 18 years.
I think it's a camaraderie, socializing with the guys and knowing that, we're actually doing something to help the community.
My background is such that I take a lot of kidding, but I also give a lot more back than what I receive.
The really best part of it all are the dedications. Once you work on a house and you got a little part that you did, you go and you see the community that comes together, and it's the whole community that comes together. And for about an hour, it's an absolutely amazing experience, especially for the people who get the mortgage that morning and they get their first house and they get the keys and you just see the joy in their face, and it makes it all worthwhile.
My favorite part of the Golden Hammers is just their commitment to building a quality house. In the construction industry, you have a lot of subcontractors that do work. And of course, many times they get into just the day-to-day aspect of just trying to get the job done. Whereas the Golden Hammers don't want to just get it done, they want to get it done right. And so if something isn't right, they will take it apart and start over because they want the best home possible for the families that we serve. In 2020 especially, with all the restrictions from COVID, regular volunteer groups were really the only ones that helped us build houses this year. And the regular volunteer groups in 2020 put in as many hours as our 3,500 volunteers typically do in a normal year. And there are times when these gentlemen and ladies are the only ones who are coming out in the cold of winter, in the heat of the summer, helping us do what we do. This type of a group for us is really critical to our mission.
Well, in giving to others, and which is what basically Habitat does, and we don't receive any pay, but then we do get a lot of satisfaction out of doing the job.
I work on the board in the finance committee, and I am also the treasurer. Everything that you see going on behind you would not be possible without the strong support of the community and the strong donors that we have.
There are so many ways to give to this deserving organization. The Golden Hammers exemplify one way by devoting their time and effort to build homes. However, Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton also relies on generous donations from private individuals as well as corporate sponsors. We need your help to continue providing safe and affordable homes to low-income families in the Miami Valley. Please consider donating using the form below. Tonight, we heard from Christine Krieger and her story of rebuilding after the 2019 Memorial Day tornadoes. Monica Thomas and her mentor, Carrie Harlan, about a journey to build an affordable home in Clayton. And the Golden Hammers and their dedication to carrying out Habitat's mission. What an inspiring event. Thank you for joining us tonight for Habitat at Home and following along the progress that our Habitat families have made this past year. For more information, visit www.daytonhabitat.org and follow along on their Facebook and Instagram pages. We would like to thank Xenia High School for allowing us to film here at the beautifully renovated Bob Hope Auditorium. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight. Please consider supporting Habitat for Humanity of Greater Dayton. Good night.
I'm glad to be in the program. This program is wonderful. It has allowed me to have affordable housing. It has allowed our family to come together to have a house. We went from having 8 people in our house to being able to have our own space. Knowing when we put something down, we'll know exactly where it is. And secondly, it's afforded me to be able to save money. Saving money is the biggest part of owning something, so when something goes down, you'll be able to pull from it in order to fix whatever needs to be broken. I'm so grateful for this family that I have been accounted to, and I'm glad that everything has worked out and God is continuing to provide for us.
I think what moves me and inspires me the most about Habitat is the passion that the staff and the volunteers have for fulfilling Habitat's mission and their commitment to providing a home for each family, whether it's in Dayton, Greene County, or Clark County.
When I retired 10 years ago, I wanted to give back to my community. I learned that Habitat offers ways to do this, including donating money, donating items to restore, donating time and talent to build a house. Habitat has definitely changed my life. It has helped me become more invested in the community and learning about all its people. It has helped me grow spiritually. Thank you, Habitat, for these opportunities.
What I like best about Habitat for Humanity is that it gives low-income families an opportunity to have affordable home ownership. Those families can have an input, they can play a role in building their homes financially as well as physically.
There is a lack of decent, affordable housing for hardworking people in the Dayton region. Being a volunteer board member and donor of Dayton Habitat has enabled my family and my colleagues to be a small part of working towards meeting that need.
Habitat's more than just about building houses, it's about creating homes. And with a home comes independence, pride, a sense of belonging. It's a pathway to a brighter future. It truly is an investment that changes lives for the better.
Thankful for Habitat for Humanity. I am one of the first homeowners in my generation. I've been partnered for about 14 years now.
There are so many things to love about Habitat for Humanity, but I really love how it changes people's lives for the better. And I love our focus on teamwork. It really does take a team to make a dream come true. From our donors and community of volunteers to our board of trustees and management team and the homeowner themselves, all coming together as a team to help the homeowner realize their dream of owning their own home.
I'm inspired by our partner families. Seeing them get the keys to the home they work so hard to build is extremely powerful, and it changes everything.
Singing in the kitchen, family. Running through the yard, family. Going on vacation, family. On the credit card, family. All in this together, family. We're taking a chance, family. Like birds of a feather, family. Kick off our shoes and dance. Hey! City, family. Laughing in the rain, family. It ain't always pretty, family. Can drive you insane, family. I got the keys to the kingdom, family. Take it out like car, family. All four seasons, family. Well, bless your heart. Hey! Sons and daughters, family. Like a photograph, family. Baptized in the water, family. Put me on the map, family. All in this together, family. We're taking a chance, family. Like birds of a feather, family. Kick off our shoes and dance.